There are two words which are repeatedly used to describe Luke Shaw's situation at Manchester United. A senior club source insisted in November Shaw was working hard. A teammate stressed in March Shaw was working hard. And a fan account who Shaw's family members interact with posted he was working hard earlier this month. Hard work beats talent when talent isn't work hard is a favorite quote with the Instagram footballer and a mantra for Shaw, while Jose Mourinho prefers an auxiliary alternative 10 years Shaw's senior. The emergence that United would likely not sign a left-back this summer was a peculiar development when they have monitored Danny Rose, scouted Kieran Tierney, considered Ryan Sessegnon and earmarked Alex Sandro as their principal target. It is the season of face-saving on United are at least having it easier than Liverpool, who jumped the gun over Nabil Fekir, saw Thomas Lemar suddenly sign for Atletico Madrid and Roma price them out of a move for Alisson, who appears destined to join Real Madrid. They are making more errors than Loris Karius. Should United end the summer without Sandro, it will not be Mourinho's choice, and they have already encountered a steep stumbling block during the Toby Alderweireld negotiations with Tottenham. The lines get so blurred in the summer transfer window, observers must feel cross-eyed and some stoop to the outlandish. "We've never thought of taking him to Manchester United," Martin Ferguson said of Wesley Sneijder in 2011. Sir Alex Ferguson had said otherwise in an off-the-record briefing a reporter's office mistakenly thought was on. United fly to Los Angeles next month, and the overhaul several supporters hoped, rather than expected, is still dormant, and United are merely making touches, as Mourinho put it, to their squad. It is not for the want of trying. United held informal discussions with Willian's representatives in May, but the World Cup and early transfer window closure have muddied the waters, as United have not explicitly ruled out deadline day dealings. The difference being deadline day is August 9. Daniel Levy broke at the 11th hour during the Dimitar Berbatov talks. The suggestion Mourinho does not want a left-back and is completely content with his options is about as believable as United cooling their interest in Antoine Griezmann last year. As it stands, the likelihood is United will line up against Leicester with Antonio Valencia and Young as their full-backs on the opening weekend, which is bound to dismay the majority of the fan base when United have barely concealed their efforts to find successors for them. Jose Mourinho even watched Scotland host Costa Rica at Hampden Park in March in anticipation that Tierney would start. Mourinho opts for a literal arm around Shaw's shoulder. Valencia was United's best player in Mourinho's maiden season, and Young performed consistently last term, but in the modern era, expert full-backs are essential, and United's first choice on the flanks are out of contract in a year. As is Shaw. Young is not left-footed, and that is often a drawback when full-backs are so attack-minded. There is an onus on them to provide natural width so wingers can veer infield. Diogo Dalot has played 8 senior games and is arriving from a league where the jittery Victor Lindelof was a regular. Timothy Fosu-Mensah ended May in the Selhurst Park stands. There is not much point in mentioning Matteo Darmian and Daily Blind, even if they increased their air miles with tickets to Los Angeles on July 15. Shaw's only league starts following his chastening half-time withdrawal against Brighton in March were against Bournemouth, West Ham and Watford, dead rubbers with more changes than pre-season friendlies, and Michael Carrick's second testimonial. Shaw's siblings have questioned Mourinho's handling of him on social media, and his mother despaired at the negative comments on the aforementioned fan page. There has been little to be positive about other than the contract extension. It is meaningless to dwell on Shaw's merits when he and Mourinho rubbed up against each other like sandpaper 2 years before their working relationship began at United, and a fraught meeting to gauge the possibility of him joining boyhood club Chelsea. Shaw would doubtless develop into a world-class left-back under a more indulgent coach whose idea of man management is an arm around the shoulder rather than the cold shoulder. He is working hard, though. Get all the latest Manchester United news first with our new app. Download it here now.